And let's take a look at your Caribbean report for tonight. CARICOM Development Fund, designed as one of the pillars of the regional economic integration, has announced its first financial approval. The CDF was set up in July of 2008 mainly to help disadvantaged or lesser developed members of the countries or sectors to compete within the regional single trading market. The CDF has a target of $250 million, so $82 million has been raised. The first approvals are going to St. Lucia for $4.9 million and Belize for $3.4 million, both mainly to support small and medium-sized businesses. And an update on the Cuban prisoners sent to Spain. Political prisoners released this week by Cuba have painted an unflattering picture of the conditions inside the jails on the island. Speaking in Madrid, they said disease was rampant in the damp, crowded, and rat-infested prisons they were held in. Those Cuban dissidents, who spoke among 11 political prisoners released this week and flown to Spain to start new lives. One of them, Julio Cesar Galvez, says that he lived with rats, cockroaches, scorpions, and excrement. And in Jamaica, Shakademus and Pliers, the reggae act best known for their 90s hit Murder, She Wrote, are suing their record company for more than $10 million in unpaid royalties and trademark infringements. The suit, filed this week by lawyers of the Jamaican-born stars, claimed that Universal Music Group misappropriated and diverted monies owed to the act that had major hits, including Murder, She Wrote, Tease Me, and Twist and Shout. The artists claim that in the suit they signed a worldwide record deal with Universal's own label, Island Records, back in October of 1992, which allowed the artists to retain all rights to the trademark Shakademus and Pliers. It said Universal Music had withheld monies and royalty payments from the inception of the contract. Not only are the two reggae artists asking for the court to award them $10 million, but also demanded an injunction ordering Universal Music to cease the sale, production, and performances of their music. And finally, British motor racer star Lewis Hamilton sported a new helmet design in honor of his Grenadian roots during the British Grand Prix last Sunday. And not only that, but his relatives from Grenada were at the Silverstone track to see him come in at second place. Hamilton wanted to make sure that he represented both countries, so he got a Grenadian flag and a British flag on top of his helmet with stars down the side. And that's your Caribbean report. Lynn Spencer of DVSAC has an upcoming workshop for helping to build a better relationship. Let's take a look. Well, I'm here at Barron Spot Mall. A lot of people don't know where the Barron Spot Mall is. It's a little bit quiet, a little bit out of the way, but there's some wonderful things here, not to mention the WSVI studios. And also, it is the home for DVSAC. And I'm here with Lynn Spencer, and she's the executive director of DVSAC. And a lot of people are unfamiliar with DVSAC or feel that it is the same as the Women's Coalition. It's a very different entity, is it not?
Yes, it is. What we are is an umbrella organization. We work with those who work in the civil and criminal justice system. They deal with victims, or they deal with perpetrators or batterers. And those agencies have representatives and are member agencies of our organization.
So you work in conjunction with the Women's Coalition, but you're not a part of the Women's Coalition in a way.
And we are a part in terms of they are the grantee that receives the funds for the coalition work, and they have set us up to implement that work. But we serve the entire territory. And that was because they were wise enough to find a financial resource in order to be able to do this work. And so we implement all of the state coalition work here within the territory for domestic violence, sexual assault, dating violence, and stalking.
Okay, and do you do counseling as well?
No, we don't serve victims. That's the difference, is that we do prevention outreach education. We are that kind of an arm, and we use our monies for that. And then we also work within those agencies with them to create a coordinated community response to our issues, to try to make the system work, and for victim safety and for perpetrator accountability.
For anyone who does want to get involved in this, where do they go? When is the event? And does it cost anything to get involved?
No, it's absolutely free. We're having it on St. Croix at the University of the Virgin Islands at the Great Hall on Saturday, July 17th. Registration is from 8:30 to 9. The conference will run from 9 to 3. Lunch is provided. Everything is free. Come and get a gift. and just express your opinion and be a part of the mix so that we can get a better idea of, again, how we can address these issues, look at more prevention work that we might be doing as an agency. It would help us to be able to evaluate our work and see where people have needs and what we can do. In St. Thomas, it will be on the 24th. Again, the schedule is the same, 8:30 registration to 9 to 3, lunch provided. It will be at Windward Passage down on the waterfront, trying to make it as convenient as possible on a Saturday. So just asking people, come on out.
So for St. Croix, it's this Saturday.
Yes.
And for St. Thomas, it's next Saturday.
Next Saturday.
Okay.
That's correct. And we'll be having other conferences in the future, and we're looking at possibility of having another one in March in 2011. So we're looking at what we can do to address the needs of the community, and we're trying to get people some help if they need help, trying to make them more aware that they might need help, and making sure that they know that they can seek out these agencies that do provide services. Even in prevention work, they will work with couples in counseling, they will work with individuals in counseling, and their services are free. So if they need help, the Women's Coalition of St. Croix, 773-9272, Family Resource Center of St. Thomas, 776-3966, and the St. John Community Crisis Center, 693-7233. Call them. If you need help, reach out. That's what we're here for. We don't want to see you in the newspaper. We don't want to hear about you on the news. We want to know that you're getting the help that you need long before it should rise to that point.
All right, Lynn Spencer, thanks for that. And that's also, I have to second that motion. You can't love somebody else if you don't love yourself first. In front of the DVSAC office with Lynn Spencer, the director, I'm Jerome Aegean for Channel 8 News. Again, the event is tomorrow on St. Croix at the University of the Virgin Islands Great Hall, Saturday the 17th, starting at 8:30 a.m., and on St. Thomas at the Windward Passage Hotel next Saturday, July 24th. You can make reservations at 719-0144. And when we come back from this break, Bogle brings you your entertainment report.